Steve Wyche in Los Angeles, who is holding it down with that #1 overall pick. Jeff Darlington in Philly with the Eagles, who have the #2 overall pick. Let's start with you, Steve. Who do the Rams go with?
Well, as we've been saying all week, it looks like it's going to be California quarterback Jared Goff. It's a player that they like and a player who they know that they're going to pick. I should say they know who the pick is going to be. And I'm about 15 feet from the Rams draft room right now. Head coach Jeff Fisher, everybody is inside. And they're trying to pull out all the gimmicks to make sure this works right. In fact, COO Kevin Demoff, he's wearing a Jim Everett Los Angeles Rams jersey that he got growing up when he was a little kid, walking around here, texting and doing a lot of work, kind of tipping it off that it's going to be a quarterback. And again, Jared Goff. Goff is somebody they think is going to start right away week 1. They're going to get him into a rookie camp next weekend when they bring their rookies in to get them indoctrinated to what they want to do here in Los Angeles. But I'm going to send it to Jeff Darlington now because we're talking about the Rams wanting Goff to be the starter from week 1. A little bit different scenario potentially in Philadelphia, but could Carson Wentz of North Dakota State, a smaller school guy, could he be a little bit more prepared than folks are thinking of, Jeff?
Well, Steve, yeah, no doubt this is a very different situation. We have to see how the Sam Bradford situation plays out. Howie Roseman, the team's general manager, does not want to see Carson Wentz under center in week 1. But let me tell you this. I literally just got off the phone with North Dakota State coach Chris Kleiman. That's Wentz's coach in college. He was telling me how Wentz actually in school had all the keys to the car in terms of that offense. He was literally audibling out of plays about 50% of the time. Kleiman said that 75% of the time in critical situations, he was actually putting them in a different play. So this is a guy who Kleiman says not only has incredible understanding of the offense, but he has incredible recall as well. Sometimes he'd see a blitz that they were working on the previous Tuesday's practice. He would know to get out of that play, and he said it would work like a charm. So this is a guy who's coming into this situation in Philadelphia who might actually be able to get ready faster than a lot of people are thinking. So as I'm talking about Wentz potentially being ready faster, maybe not as fast though, Steve, as Goff, who we're thinking is going to be that week 1 starter, correct?
Absolutely, and speaking to folks around the league, especially the scouts who've done work on both of these guys, they say both are excellent passers. Wentz might be a better athlete, but in terms of Goff, his pocket presence, his ability to evade pass rush and to deliver the ball on time are key elements. And more specifically, what he does fits what the Rams want to do offensively better, and that's why Goff, that could be the swing vote right there. They were aggressive in moving up from 15 to 1 to get that pick so they could go get him. I was also told, and this is from a scouting report, that you can win games with Goff right now based on the personnel that the Rams have. He would not be asked to do anything miraculous, to throw the ball 40 times a game. He's going to hand it off to Todd Gurley an awful lot, according to Jeff Fisher. But it's a situation where they think he can do just enough, and with the other parts of this team, that they can be good this year, but more importantly, Jeff, build for future years. And I think that's also the situation in Philadelphia. If they're talking about Wentz sitting out this year, it isn't just a short-term thing, but building so they could have long-term stability, something they really have not had in Philadelphia since the Donovan McNabb days.
Right, and first of all, let's be very clear. They are saying that they're going to redshirt him his rookie year. We'll find out if that actually happens. But, you know, Heath Evans had asked me basically, how are these two guys graded out the same? And we're talking about them in very different veins. I will say that everything I've heard, and I think you would agree with me, Steve, out of Los Angeles and Philadelphia, is that they really like both of these quarterbacks. This is not very controversial in terms of one against the other, but instead which guy fits with which organization. I can tell you here in Philadelphia, while they do like Goff, they love the idea of a guy who has West Coast system experience coming into this system with Doug Peterson, a former NFL quarterback who likes that Andy Reid West Coast style. They think this is going to be a very good fit. But by all means, we're talking about two quarterbacks here, Amber, that both teams really respect quite a bit.
Yeah, and whichever guy goes to the Philadelphia Eagles, as you were talking about Jeff Darlington, the Philadelphia Eagles sure to give up a lot to go up and get him.